Hi, this is Manu from All and About. Today we are at the International School of London, and with me is Dr. Sergio Pawel, the head of school. Thanks for having us today. Since the school will start end of August again, I just heard, the 24th of August, there are still a few questions the parents are writing us and we don't really know, we don't have any answers. Okay, so the first question actually is, because everybody is waiting for this, when does the new academic year start again?
It will vary from schools to schools. There are 2 days that are being offered as options. For some schools, they would start on the 29th. We, the international school, start on the 24th.
Of August?
Of August, so we're starting a week earlier.
Okay, so that's for all the international schools?
I think all the schools in the private sector will start on the 24th.
So since a few weeks, it changed to homeschooling, the online learning, 100%. What do you think is the difficulties about this?
We have experienced patterns of change. So it's not the same all year round. And it's a lot easier when you know you're moving to a system that you're going to stay for a number of weeks. It's now accepted among the community that on 100% online is the best option until the numbers are safe. So there's this resignation to a system that we have now planning to run until the end of this academic year. Now, having said that, we noticed that the older you are, the easier it is to adapt to the online.
Yes.
So we got to the point that for some grade levels, it's even preferable. It would be very interesting when we come back to 100% face-to-face, and then we'll face, as a school, the question of why. Yeah.
Why they did better at home?
Why do we have? Yeah, because some students say clearly to me, I'm learning a lot more now. I have much more freedom. I can control my time in a better way. I'm more productive.
So there's one other thing which parents are really curious about, the school fees. So the school went to 100% online learning, which I do understand for the older years, like the grade 1 and above. So for the pre-K, for the 3-year, 4-year-olds, why there are no reductions in the school fees?
Okay. If I may, I'd like to divide the answer into 2 parts.
Yes, please.
One part has been common in many parts of the world, but has not been applied in Qatar. And this is the way in which the government has stepped in to subsidize some of those difficulties. We have not received any subsidy from the government here. So we continue to incur the exact same costs. And the costs, I'll go into the second part, and the costs have increased, not decreased. Why? The teaching online is the same length of the day as teaching face-to-face, so we still need to employ the same number of teachers. The blended model is slightly more expensive because we have to confine ourselves to class sizes of 15. Our typical average class size is 18, so we've been forced to double the classes and therefore recruit more teachers to work into parts of the school. That there's no way we could run the program the way we do if we were to lower the tuition fees.
So what makes your school a little bit different, I think, from others is that you offer the mother tongue lessons, right? So how many languages do you cover roughly?
We try to offer as many mother tongue lessons, as many mother tongue courses as we have students. It depends on the diversity. What makes ISL distinctive is the fact that we have been able to embed the mother tongue into the mainstream curriculum. It's
Okay.
part of the day. It's not an after-school activity. It's not a Saturday club,
Yes. Yes.
which you'll find in many other schools. But this is not something that happens from one day to another. We've started that process of embedding the mother tongue into the curriculum some 40 years ago. So
Okay.
this is it's a long process, and our teachers, our mother tongues, they are not only the teachers that teach the language, they are part of the school.
Yes.
They are the mediators of conversations. They help us communicate with families at home. They help us with admissions. They meet and greet the students from their languages, their countries in their own languages. And they help us in developing a very international curriculum.
Yes.
So they help the teachers understand the context in which the courses are taught in different parts of the world.
So we live in Qatar, but obviously we are all from different countries. So if you decide at one point to go back to your home country, you need to be able to at least write and talk in your mother tongue language, right? So I think it's amazing that you're offering this. So this is an IB school. Can you quickly explain me again the difference between the IB system and the British curriculum?
Yes,
Didn't
but
know
once you
that.
leave the UK, that term is commonly used, and it's about the way in which the British curriculum is perceived. Yeah, the curriculum taught in Britain, which is the best way to summarize is that is typically an exam-driven curriculum. So you're constantly preparing for the next exam. So this is key stages levels. The IB, the International Baccalaureate program, which we have adopted, and there are some international schools that offer the British curriculum. Some international schools offer the American model curriculum. So we offer this international version, which is the IB. That's more focused on the age-appropriate development of the students. So there is a primary focus, an early years focused curriculum that's very much play-based. There is assessment is replaced by formative assessment. It's a continuous method of assessment instead of preparing for a final examination. In the middle years, equivalent to the high school, we have the IBMYP, the middle years program. Again, is a program made of normally 8 subject areas. We have 9 because we have the mother tongue.
Okay.
So there's this focus on a broad range of subject areas, whereas in the British curriculum, the focus will be on specialization, those small courses you want to be examined on.
Okay.
And then there is an IB pre-university courses that's called the diploma program. Again, it reduces from 8 to 6 subjects, but it's still quite broad compared to the British curriculum.
Dr. Sergio, thank you very, very much for your time. That was a lot of information, and I think most of the parents will be happy to hear about this, especially about your rooftop garden. I really love that idea. So if you want to enroll your child at the International School of London, please get in touch with them on the links mentioned in the description below.